In September 2010, the City of San Francisco, along with community and labor groups, signed a wide-ranging community benefits agreement with Lennar Urban to rebuild a large section of the Bayview Hunters Point neighborhood.
I think in the dynamics that we live in, the political and economic realities are that partnerships between the business community and labor are becoming more important than ever.
So it's a very significant development. The scale of the development requires us to work with a variety of community partners, including labor union and certainly the community.
We can't create any of that economic activity unless we have a financially feasible project that we can take to capital markets that'll work and that can get built.
The public-private community partnership will remake the southeast part of San Francisco with millions of square feet of commercial and retail space, mixed-income housing, the biggest parks improvement project since Golden Gate Park was built, and significant funding for job training and a strong local hire component.
We were actually able to get the mayor to sign the legislation that executed all the agreements between Lennar and the city.
Well, it's definitely the biggest and probably the most important development project in San Francisco's modern history.
One of the agreements, certainly, between Lennar and the city incorporates a community benefits package. And as part of that community benefits package, there is a specific portion that deals with the project labor agreement.
It's important both because of its scale and what it means for the city's long-term economic future, but also where it exists. It's surrounded by a community which has historically been grossly underserved by the city of San Francisco.
The project is such that it requires the city and the community to participate in the decision-making. And one of the things the community certainly was interested in was a package of benefits.
The Community Benefits Agreement includes a $17 million fund for workforce training and an agreement with the union apprenticeship programs to accept the trainees and help them succeed in building trades careers. It also includes $27.5 million for a housing fund and expanded affordable housing that is truly accessible to San Francisco's poor and working people.
The labor unions are working with us and with the community to ensure that there are paths through labor to the jobs, and that was important to us and obviously to the community.
We're looking at 10,000 permanent jobs and probably 1,000 construction jobs a year for 15 to 20 years when the project really gets rolling.
The labor piece is very important. It's also essential, obviously, to get the appropriate labor personnel on the site at the appropriate times when we need them.
It's really to develop a better way of getting our local residents that are interested in entering into the building trades with the best opportunity of success.
And so that as these incredible jobs, both construction and permanent, come forward, people in the Bayview and in San Francisco and regionally will actually be ready to take advantage of these jobs.
Not necessarily just to get a job, but to really develop a career with the trades.
And actually, it's not just labor in the business community, it's labor, the business community, and the local community. And that's really, in this project, those three interests came together around the CBA and the PLA.
Two people who were very active in negotiating the Community Benefits Agreement were the Reverend Aurelius Walker from the True Hope Church of God in Christ and Eleanor Williams from the San Francisco Organizing Project.
If we didn't have a CBA, we wouldn't have any leverage at all to work with. So I don't think that I would have supported it.
The person asked me what would be maybe one or two things out of this project we would look at. I would say the economical benefits, affordable housing, and job.
Kim White and Brandon Lomax just completed City Build's 14-week training program. They both live in the Bayview Hunters Point community.
I would like to be a laborer when I'm done with this completely. My long-term goals is I would just basically like to provide for my child. Before I started City Build, I went to City Hall, plenty of meetings to make sure that Lennar and them passed this plan so that we could get this rebuild done. Working on the shipyard is something that I'm definitely in.
It's going to be a good project. I've been looking at it for years, and it's something I would love to drive by and just tell my kids I worked on that, I helped build that, and definitely love to build it. Build my community. I would love it.
It's important to us to know that a group of folks, common folks like me, got together and made a difference, and that the community will grow from it. There will be jobs.
And I'm very confident with the new jobs and homes and people working together I see it happening. Very positive.